Bienvenidos a El Salvador.
Oh, gracias. So on the boat today, our captain is Captain Francisco!
Yay! So this morning we've come down to the ticket bus office here in San Salvador to book our bus from San Salvador all the way to Costa Rica, because in 2 weeks' time we are heading back to the UK. So the bus ride from San Salvador all the way to San Jose is a whopping 21 hours on a bus, and it only costs $130 for both of us. And we decided to do this way because it's a lot cheaper than flying. Even though there are cheap flights from San Salvador to Costa Rica, it's still about half the price to do it on the bus. Okay, so we're all booked to go home, but we're not going home yet. No, we're not. We're off to Lake Ilopango this morning.
Quiero ser el hombre de tu vida. Tener niños y estar en un altar.
You hear lots about the explosion that would have been Lake Ilopango, but can you just possibly imagine if this was actually a volcano, this entire crater, how enormous that volcano would have stood in height and peak? So when that would have exploded, no wonder that it was a earth-shattering, life-changing, massive climate change event. It is just so difficult to imagine the enormity of it.
So we've come down to a park next to the Lake Ilopango, and you can actually get here. We've come with Edwin from EC Tours, who is taking us out today. But you can actually get the bus from the center of San Salvador, and if you want to come to Lake Ilopango, it's bus number 15 on the local buses. So Lake Ilopango is only 15 minutes drive from downtown San Salvador, and entrance into this park is just $3. The park gets really busy at the weekends, so if you want a quieter experience, then we recommend that you come during the week.
And if you're hiring a car, it's only £1 to park.
There you go, how cheap is that?
Or the local bus is 25 cents.
25 cents. Can you imagine getting a bus for 25 cents back home? So here on the shores of Lake Ilopango, you can come down, you can have some lunch. There's lots of little coffee outlets where you can have a drink or an ice cream. You can swim in this beautiful lake, and the waters are crystal clear. Or you can go on a boat trip around the lake, which I think we're going to do in a little bit.
How cool is this? We are going to go out on Lake Ilopango on a boat.
Beautiful.
I'm really excited. I love boats.
Views of the volcano. Nice sunny day. Shade on the boat. What more do you want?
So on the boat today, our captain is Captain Francisco!
Yay!
And we have Katia and Edwin from EC Tours that are showing us around this beautiful lake.
So here on Lake Ilopango, they actually have fish farms where they produce fish that they sell to the local restaurants, and it creates not only food for them and their families, but it also creates an income as well. A very sustainable way to look after such a beautiful lake.
Island Chachagaste.
the new generation, they call the island of the love because couples come
Ah,
here.
it's Love Island.
Yeah.
This is where couples come to sneak off,
So
to do a
come
little
to
bit of loving.
and live free.
We've just climbed to the top of the Love Island here on Lake Ilopango, and it's Love Island, Lake Ilopango style, not Love Island like the TV show. And what a beautiful view. The lake is so calm, the sun is shining. How many places do you see views like this? It's amazing that this lake is actually approximately 11 kilometers long and 8 kilometers wide. That is a serious sized lake. But can you imagine what the explosion back in the day would have been like when this was actually a volcano before it was a lake?
And what's absolutely lovely as well, you can see all the green weed coming up. There's loads of little baby fish going, so it's a really healthy lake. And now we've just started the rainy season, you can see how lush and green it is behind me, up all the way round the volcano crater. It's absolutely glorious, just so rich in life. We're going around the lake, you actually get to see some areas that are still exposed and not covered with trees, and you can see the different layers, and the top layer is just a massive deep layer, I don't know, maybe 5-10 meters of ash, and that would have been from the last eruption. So it's magnificent to believe that this was once a volcano that has the whole top has just exploded, and this is the remnants of the crater that's exposed behind us. It's just awe-inspiring.
Said I'm gonna win. Catch me down on me. Just don't get enough of me. Said I'm gonna win. Catch me down on me.
So now we are heading to the town or village of Sichitoto. And actually Easy Tours, Edwin's company, they do incorporate coming to Ilopango on the way to Sichitoto. So, Suchitoto, how's my pronunciation? I think it's all going good. My Spanish is getting better by the day. Marianne's just gone over to the bus drivers behind us to try and find out how much the bus would cost so that we can tell you. How much? That's not right. $20. No, I think she needs to practice Spanish a bit more. So we've just climbed to the top of Love Island, and no, not the TV show, Love Island here on Ibmatepe Lake.
Ilopango.
I do this all the time. Cut, I'm in the wrong country. Okay, so we've just climbed the Love Island. No, cut.